Hey guys, RB the Garden Nanny. I am getting ready to go outdoors and I'm going to take you all with me. I am going to start my tomatoes. And I have learned long time ago, just because of my trial and error, that starting tomatoes and a lot of vegetables, first of all, we don't do a lot of vegetables over in my neck of the woods, but we love tomatoes. So I'm learning, it is April 2nd, to just start later. And now that I have a greenhouse, I can go ahead and start those a little later, put them out in the greenhouse, do it that way. I'm going to be starting them in solo cups. I do have other things planted. I have some flowers that I have already started indoors, and I've taken them out into the greenhouse. I'll show you those when I get out there. I will be doing some direct sowing of some of my tomatoes, as well as a lot of my flowers. So, I don't really have to start early. I mean, granted, April 2nd is kind of early. I mean, we haven't even, it's just turned spring. So technically it's not early, but if you look at YouTube, it seems like you're late. You're late. I'm not late. I'm right on time doing what I need to do as far as what my family eats. And so take a look at what I'm doing in the greenhouse today. Hey guys, I am in the greenhouse. And it feels great in here. It's like 60 some degrees outdoors. Anyway, it feels great in the greenhouse. Let me show you what I have. Okay, in this corner I have snapdragons. I have snapdragons that are doing really, really, really well. I put several seeds in a container, and I've had to snip the ones that were weaker, and these are the ones that I left. So they are growing nicely. And up here I have some hollyhocks that I received from Rachel Brampton Gardner. They are doing well as well. I have some little areas that need some water, so I'm going to water them really good. And down here I have some Gloriosa daisies that I planted on the 1st of March, and they are doing well as well. I have much more success doing things this way than I do with the winter sowing. I just have not had good success with that. And just yesterday I found this at my wholesaler. I have never seen this at my wholesaler, and I was so thrilled. Got them at a very good price. And so yeah, I will be putting this in a client's yard, and I will be going back because they had other colors that I'm interested in myself. Super Tunia Vista bubblegum, my absolute favorite, for such a great price at the wholesaler. So I am getting ready to get started. I have my soil here that I'm going to moisten really, really well. I have my solo cups that I'm going to bring out here in just a minute. So yeah, let me go get my solo cups. And also, I didn't show over here, I got some elephant ears going. So these are the mother plants. I've had these for the longest, and they're nice, and you can see the green on the inside. This one just is beautiful, but it's no different than this one. They're gonna all do the same thing, and they're gonna be beautiful. So yeah, that's what's growing in the greenhouse right now. Let me go get my cups. because I'm using solo cups, and that's what these are, they don't have drainage at the bottom, so I will have to drill holes in the bottom, and I'm going to do about 3 at a time because my drill bit is not really long. So basically, for you all that don't know how to use a drill, and there are so many that do, but then you have to think there are those who don't. So I am using a DeWalt 20 max drill. It has a battery, 20-volt battery that I just slide on and off. So I'm sliding it on. So you slide it on and off. And my husband has these drill bits in his toolbox. Can you see that? It just looks like this. And you just stick it right down into the hole. And of course it's going to be loose, so you have to tighten it by just screwing this. Make sure it's straight. Make sure it's straight and just screw it on until you can't screw anymore. Okay, so there you have it. You're going to put your drill, I've learned this from someone, I don't remember who, but it comes with a 1 and a 2. For something like this, and if you're just doing holes in pots that does not have holes in it, you know, you need drainage, keep it on 1. You don't need it on 2. That's all you need to know. And I'm just going to drill right into these 3 like this. And I have 3 holes. So you can do that. I'm going to do the rest of these off camera, and then we'll get started. And you know, it probably would have been smart to bring out my tomatoes. So I'm going to take a short break, and I'll be back. What I like about my seed box is I don't have to bring the entire box out. And I'll show you my box if you have not seen it. With this box, this is one of the individual boxes, and these house all of my tomatoes. And I'm going to take my gloves off because some things I can do with gloves and some things I just prefer not to, and that's one of them. My gloves are pretty dirty. But I am going to be planting some San Marzano tomatoes, some Brad's Atomic Grape tomato. I found these 2 at the Dollar General. I was so surprised. Let's see. These are the packets. San Marzano and Brad's Atomic Grape. Look at that atomic grape. Look how pretty that is. Let's see. I'm going to do, I love Botanical Interest seeds. I'm going to do their Rainbow Blend, their Sun Gold, their Black Creme, Oxheart, Green Zebra, and of course some Dollar Tree tomatoes, the 4 for $1. I got Roma VF and large red cherries. I am going to try a lot of them this year. I have one from Miss Rachel at Brampton Gardner. She sent me one, I believe, a chocolate cherry tomato, so I'm going to try that. And one by M.I. Gardner, silvery fir tree. And this is always something I grow every year. It's yellow pear. So that's a lot of tomatoes, and I'm going to do them all in these solo cups. So let me put back on my gloves and get started. I'm going to be putting just 2 seeds per cup, and by the end of this year I am going to have so many tomatoes that I'm going to be trying to give them away, and I don't want to have my gloves on. I don't want to do that. I think I will work gloveless today. So I'm going to start with the Brad's Atomic Grape tomato. Like I say, I'm just going to put 2 per cup, and I will put the name on the outside first. Brad's Atomic Grape. And enjoy the sounds of nature, dogs barking, cars speeding, ambulances going by, just natural sounds of the world we live in. So like I say, 2 seeds per cup. I'm just going to put my finger down, make a little dent, and make another dent, and put 1 seed. Oh, that was 2 seeds in one. I'm going to leave it. It's kind of hard to remove it after you put it in there. So I'm going to get 1 more seed. And that's going to be it for that cup. And I'm going to cover it up. And I'm going to do that to every one of the tomatoes. So I will fast forward this, and I will show it to you after I'm finished. Okay guys, I am done with those. I did less than I said I was going to do, because as I got started I thought, who in my family is going to eat this many tomatoes? So I just put a stop to it and just did what seemed reasonable. So I've done San Marzano, Brad Atomic Grape, and I probably have 2 seeds in both cups. Sun Gold, I have 3 because I love those. Let's see, Rainbow Blend, Chocolate Cherry, Oxheart, Green Zebra, and last but not least, Black Creme. So that is plenty. And you know what? I usually put my tomatoes in my raised bed, but I try to rotate my tomatoes in different areas, because I find if I plant in the same area, it just starts looking bad. The tomatoes start getting yellow and yucky, don't look good. So I've heard in the past that you should switch up where you plant them year to year. So I have these new bags that I purchased on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm going to use them. So I have 5 of these, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5, and I'm gonna put tomatoes in here. This is a 20-gallon fabric grow bag, which is plenty, I think, for what I am growing right here. If I have to have 2 or 3 in one pot at a time, hey, that's what I'm gonna do, because I'm not going to put them in what I had them in last year. So yeah, that is it with my tomatoes growing in the greenhouse. And like I say, this is my fan that's going and that you may hear in the background. It is wonderful. I will leave a link to that, but you may see the solar panel on top of the roof. I really like it. It really helps me not to have to have an extension cord running from my house all the way to the greenhouse. This is just solar powered, and every time the sun comes out really, really bright, it goes a little faster. And when the sun goes behind the clouds, it starts getting softer and softer. So it's really neat. I really, really am so happy that I found it on Amazon. Did a little research on it, and yeah, I'm pleased with the purchase. So thanks guys for watching my process of how I do my tomatoes here in the greenhouse. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.